you doing? Oh, Miss Wendy finished. I bloody loved Wendy, because she was a straight shooter, straight talker, mad bish. Wow. After 13 years, her show is gone. And they didn't even have her at the finale? Like, that's freaking weird. Because they're all saying she's got the dementia and she's very unwell. But then there's all this footage of her walking around. I know she's got the lymphedema in the feet, but she's walking okay. But she is acting pretty crazy. I don't know if she's acting to get out of the contract of the Wendy Williams show or if she's actually crazy. Who knows? But I've got some clips coming up. You be the judge. Let's just have a look, hey?
What's her future plans? And this is what she had to say.
Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
Hi, very well, thanks.
That's good. Any new projects you're working on now that your show's over?
Oh, excuse me. I love Morton Ira, and we bowed out gracefully.
All right. Anything else?
Podcast, of course.
Okay.
Which will make more money for me than doing the TV show.
Now, Whitney Williams' manager, Will Selby, is executive producer of the upcoming podcast.
I can hear you all saying, who's this Will Selby? Well, that's who he is. He is a 42-year-old jeweler from New York. He makes the jewelry and the bling for all the rich people. But I'm just not too sure if he's in this game in a bad fashion. You feel me? I mean, he's 42. She's 57. I'm not dissing. Hey, my partner is a lot younger than me. There's no problem there. But if Wendy is this crazy and this unhinged and this unwell, what's this young, fit 42-year-old successful black man wanting to be with Miss Wendy for? I'm not too sure if Miss Wendy is playing a game, trying to act sick to get out of this contract. But she loved the Wendy Williams show. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, because there's footage of her looking good, and then there's footage of her looking really disheveled. I don't know if she's playing Oscar-winning performances to try and get out of the contract, but the bank did freeze her money. We know that because they said that she's unhinged and unwell and not operating as the same Wendy as they knew. I understand that. She's got Graves' disease and lymphedema in her feet. And the Graves' disease apparently makes her eyes bug out, just for anyone that didn't know that, because I didn't. But there you go. You'll see in the interview, she's obviously not taking her meds for the Graves' disease because her eyes are bugging. Or here's the other thing. She's been to rehab a couple of times. I'm not too sure for what drug, but it's drugs. And maybe she's back on them. And maybe they said, look, we've gone through this a couple of times with you, Wendy, and we're not going to deal with another rehab stint and you coming back. Maybe that's what happened. She just cracked it and said, you're all a bunch of bitches. You can get out of my life. I'm going to do a podcast. That's right. But that last video we just saw of her, she was acting pretty crazy, man. She was walking, though. Admittedly, she was walking. She's not in a wheelchair as they try and make out. But she was acting like, oh, wow, a New York homeless woman, perhaps. Sorry, Wendy, I love you. I freaking love Wendy. But look at her. Look at her. Let's watch this interview together from TMZ. I swear to God, these guys, if they have done this interview knowing that she's this unwell, they should never have put this out. You guys are vultures at TMZ, putting this video out of our Miss Wendy. I mean, she's fabulous. At least she's got her purple chair back. A couple of days ago, they said that purple chair was in the bin. But no, it's at Miss Wendy's. So there's a lot of stories that are true, aren't true. That's just media. But what I see is a very unwell, unhinged, crazy woman. And if she really does have dementia, then that's so sad. But it could just be drugs. She could just be drug-addled and off chops. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna play this interview from TMZ, and I'll be back to chat about it because it was next level. In my opinion, champion.
That's a big statement for somebody who's been a fixture on television that you just have no interest
for more
anymore.
than a decade.
So tell us about
a very
it.
successful one.
So Morton and I talked, and I was like, I've got enough money to do something else. And what I've never done, podcasts, which, by the way, podcasts everyone has. But when you're famous, podcasts will make more money for me being famous than doing the Wendy Williams show. So podcast, where will I go? I'm not sure. Europe, the France, wherever I want to go. Also, I know Oz. I know many people.
I'm wondering if part of the attraction to this is, one, that you can do it from wherever you want, and the schedule is not this daily grind that you had to do with your daytime show. Was that part of the attraction?
Yes. Will and I are in partnership. Like I told you, Will did all this for me. And so Will and I are partnership. And what the beginning of what we're going to do, podcast, will be with a certain person. And then we will continue podcasts. And, honestly, I don't know what podcast is. I can live for the rest of my life doing absolutely nothing. I can't wait to fall in love.
What does Wendy
Does
want
Miss
to do?
Wendy not know what podcasts are? Because that's a little bit of a worry. I just had to pause it there because she's like, podcasts. I don't really know what they are, but we're going to do podcasts in the France. What? In the France? What about in France? I don't know if it's called the France, the America, the Australia, but anyway, Wendy, it's slightly disturbing that the last thing you said was I want to fall in love when apparently you've got a boyfriend and you've had a boyfriend for about a year, and I think his name's Will Selby. Didn't he make that freaking huge ring on your finger that you can't stop showing by touching your chin? I know your game, girl. I'm with you. But let's listen to the next part because this one is a banger.
What does Wendy want to do in this show that's going to be different from your TV show?
Well, you guys, maybe sneakers. I've been on HSN and QVC, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I'll do something with that or something else. I have lymphedema. You know what that is, correct?
I know.
Okay, you don't know lymphedema? All right, I'll show you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Lymphedema is this. Do you see this right here? Look.
Okay.
No, look closely.
Right.
Hold up, please. Hold up. I can't hold it higher. Do you see?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
Okay, do you see this?
Yes.
All right, it's up and down. Okay. Okay.
I can't believe she's doing this. Shit. Wendy, what was that hoof? That didn't look real. That foot looks like it's made out of leather or something. Oh, God. I'm sorry to laugh. I am so sorry to laugh, but honestly, what the hell? Hey, Wendy's a lady. She's a sophisticated lady. She'd never do that. Man, if she's playing the role of a lifetime to try and get out of the contract by acting cray-cray, she has nailed it. If she is just cray-cray, well, that's really sad that TMZ put that up. But the third part, if she's also drug-effed and they've allowed her to do that, that's also fluffed. But I can't wrap my head. Let's just finish it. I just had to break in there because those feet, man, I've never seen anything like it. Oh my God. I need to just quickly go and wash my eyeballs. I'll be right back with you.
That is, I can only feel maybe 5% of my feet.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Right.
Which means normally I would be in a wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. I stand up.
How are you feeling, Wendy? I know we saw some video of you out in New York City last night, and you seem to be moving well. I mean, how are you feeling just physically?
Better than you.
That's no doubt, by the way. There's no doubt. Is this a semi-retirement for you?
Excuse me. I am 100% retired in the Wendy Williams show. And I don't want to be on TV except for guest hosting. Like I love Whoopi Goldberg. I love The View. I love those girls. An hour, 2 hours, but I don't want to be in partnership, maybe, or maybe not. But I don't know,
She doesn't know, man. That is someone that is not cooking with all the gas on. You feel me? You dig? At least her hair looked pretty good. and she got a purple chair back, but that's about it. Nothing makes sense. It's like when they ask her direct questions, she can't truly answer it because it's like her mind is addled. So she kind of just gives this kind of answer. Like when he said, "How you doing?" and she said, "Better than you." That was the old sassy Wendy, but she didn't like smile or laugh. Like she's full deadpan, like nobody's home. I can't put my finger on what's up, but if she is acting, shit, kudos to you, girlfriend. If she's not acting, then shame on you, TMZ, for putting that Miss Beautiful Wendy up like that. I can't. It's just like, my mind blew yesterday. I've never spoken about Wendy on my channel, but my mind blew when I saw this. I'm like, shuzbutt, poor Wendy. I mean, if people are taking advantage of her like they did with, one of my fave subjects, Britney, because they have tried to put her in a conservatorship, Miss Wendy, and just like Britney. And how weird is it that Britney named her new kitten Wendy? I said that in one of my videos. I think it's big. Anyway, that hoof, goddamn. Wendy is not like that. She would never have done that in a zillion billion years unless she's doing it for a role or unless she's absolutely gone night-night. I think Wendy's gone night-night. People around her, they need to go bye-bye. And somebody, somewhere, step in and help the lady. That's Wendy. Talk about all the shit that we all wanted to talk about. And she said it the way we wanted to hear it. Like, come on, girl. At the end of her run on the Wendy Williams show, you could see her memory was getting a little bit unwell. She'd look over at Norman a lot and he'd help her. But this is next level. I can't imagine where we're going to go from here. Where do we go from here? Do. It's good breaking out into song when you think of it. But anyway, Miss Wendy, I love your guts. I'm worried for you. Maybe it's good the bank froze your account because you may have been spending like a mad woman. Who knows? I know the ex-husband went into the bank and tried to get... Well, actually, he did get 30 grand out of your account. And the bank said, I think Wendy seems a little bit different than usual. So they froze the account. Maybe it's a good thing. I frickin' don't know anymore. I'm so confused. And not even one of you, don't you dare in the comments say it's Illuminati. Because I don't believe in that shit. And if you want to believe in it, then that's you, boo. You do you, boo. I'll do me. Because I don't give you shit for thinking about it. But don't give that as an answer in any of my videos. I don't believe in it. It's an American piece of bullshit that for some reason in America, you're the only people that believe in the Illuminati and crazy Aussies that have been listening to you. That's about it. No one talks about that shit here. So just let it go. Let's all be friends and let's all just send Miss Wendy some love and light and lucidness. Man, she's gonna need it. But I'm serious. I know we all, find a lot of this funny and make jokes, but at the end of the day, that's someone's life. And I think we all actually really need to pray for Wendy because something bad is happening. And I don't know, man. There's no way she can do a podcast. She can't even string a sentence together. What'd she say at the beginning? I don't even know what podcasts are. Come on, man. If she doesn't know what podcasts are, then we got a real problem. Houston, we got a problem. Anyway, I don't know. I have no answers except I just like to look at the facts of what's out there, give my opinions and go, oh my goodness. Shit. That's next level. Well, anyway, we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. And remember, just take it easy. And cheers. Ballers. Whip, whip.